All right, so we got the car back from paint. Turned out beautiful. We got the new bumper cover, the LX style instead of the GT, and the header panel for the headlights. Take you in here. The car turned out beautiful, man. I couldn't be happier with it. A family member of mine did it for me. He did a great job. Check it out. Beautiful, guys. Just as clean as the outside of the car. So now we're gonna start getting the wire harness put back in, everything all cleaned up where it needs to go, and get ready to put the motor in. Alright, so we got all the wire harness put back in the car. Everything's tucked in. Got everything taken out that I don't think I'm going to need, and everything that I couldn't take off the harness I got tucked away good. This is what it looks like. Came out pretty good. We got all this in factory location. Tucked a lot of the wires. I zip tie some stuff up still. All the way across. And this harness is all relocated back in factory position, cleaned up good, looks pretty nice. We got new frame ties for the car. They're made by Team Z Motorsports brand. They're really nice. They're tube steel design. They come powder coated black, and they tape off all the areas for welding, so that's nice. They have the seat brackets also you tack in and weld in place. Hopefully help us keep the car a little tighter, straighter, and help with traction. We also have new upper and lower tubular control arms. I got all solid mount bushings for them. So the lowers, I can still use factory sway bar with these, and the factory spring perch. Uppers to match. And then for the rear axle, on the uppers, we have solid bushings that go on the axle housing rather than your standard rubber or urethane bushing. This is the new rear end that we're putting in the car. It's an old one of mine with different gear and setup and locker setup. It's got the stock four lug axles. Should turn out pretty good for us. These new bushings will just go in the axle here. Alright, so we got our new Team Z subframe connectors on the car. Got the nice little seat bracket brace, front torque box all the way to the rear torque box. Definitely a pretty quality unit. They've seemed to definitely tighten up the car quite a bit, help keep it straight going down the road. We've also got our new lower and upper control arms in the car. Also made by Team Z. They're tubular construction with double adjustable joints on them. Put solid bushings in the top and the bottom, so they're all pretty solid mount. These still utilize the factory sway bar if you prefer to use them. They also have the mount for the spring perch if you're running factory suspension on the car. We did run factory suspension for a while. Really didn't do too bad. Decided I wanted a little more adjustability, so we decided to go with some Viking double adjustable coilovers. Definitely pretty nice unit. A lot of adjustability. They seem real responsive on the car. They definitely help plant the tire quite a bit. Just want to update you guys on that. And of course we got the C-clip illuminator 8.8 31 spline with a locker. Definitely does the job. Now up in the front of the car, we decided to go with some Strange brand single adjustable strut. Still running the factory coil spring. Seems to really be responsive enough for what I'm doing with it. We also have the 5-lug swap S1095 set up on this car. And then we went with a 13-inch drilled and slotted rotor with Cobra brakes on it. Definitely a big improvement over the stock Fox body brakes.